Hello everyone, welcome once again to the part 1 of web marketing analysis dashboard in Tableau. Here you can see we have a simple dashboard where we are trying to analyze web marketing performance of a website. It shows you data of amount of sessions received from different countries, shows you information of average bounce rate per page title that you can see here, page title wise, total time spent on page or average time spent on page can also be taken here, and page title wise total number of sessions. So this is part 1. Here you can see if we are showing total sessions, we are also showing a line chart which is showing timely or time wise or date wise total number of sessions, and similarly when we are showing total page views, so this is also a dynamic chart. So all of this will be discussed in this part. Obviously here we have a summary, here we have sessions, so we will understand how to create that, and this is part 1. In part 2 we will create sessions and other dashboards also, and we will link them together. So to do all this, how to design this with some basic concepts, we will discuss in this part. So the file that we have connected here is web marketing Excel file. So after opening Tableau, just connect Microsoft Excel and select that file, and then you will see your Excel file like this. So the data set that we are going to use today is web marketing migrated data. This is something I will provide you the link of this data set. In this data set we have different channel groups. When it can be a direct marketing, and we will see other options. We have different country related information, campaign date or result date, device category, page title. This page title can represent any page title of your website, so it can be about us, home page or a service page or a product page, it can be anything. Number of bounces and exits, and total number of page views on that day from that country or that channel, sessions, total time spent on the page, and we have unique page views. And after loading this data, we will now simply open the sheet to see the data that we have. This is our dashboard. So first we will open our dashboard. Obviously we will make some more sheets there, but in our dashboard we can say that minimum width is going to be this much, 1220, let's say, so that I have more area to work with. Then whenever we are creating a dashboard and we are creating a layout, we can add a horizontal tab over here or horizontal object. So in layout you can see that it will put everything inside this tile. Now next thing, we will bring a blank here. So this blank will help us in resizing everything. Basically it means we have put something there, right? But doesn't matter, but it is blank. Similarly we will add our vertical element when it shows like this, so that we can choose how much width do we want for this vertical element. In this vertical element we will choose our text. So you can see where I am dragging it. So you can see you can either drag it inside or on top of it. I'm dragging it inside, and we can just write web marketing analysis, and for this we are going to select a light shade text. Then you can see area which is just below it is all blank, and here we are going to put some navigations. Okay, so I'm going to put navigation in this area, then again, and then again. So let's say here we will show our main overview dashboard or summary dashboard or cockpit, whatever you want to call it. and we are going to rename dashboard item, and let's rename it as summary. Then let's say for different type of cases we want to do something, so we can write it here. So here I wrote it as summary. Now we have, when you click here, you also have option of edit button. So where will it navigate to? So let's say this is the dashboard one, it will navigate to dashboard one. Button style is a text button. Title is nothing else. So title, let's write summary data or summary, and let's apply. So now we have that. Similarly, we can edit button and put something else here. Let's say here we want to put information like sessions, you know, or something else that we want to show. So anything that you will choose here, we can put that, and later we are going to decide what we need here. Now you can see the text is not visible here, so we will double click on it. So click here, and in layout let's select a background color for it. So now we can see we have a background color in which we have the button text. Say if you want to choose a different background color for it, so you can choose it from here as well. So this is for this text color. Okay, so you have to remember, when you have selected something, then it should be properly selected. Now it is selected and background color is appearing. Let's say we want to select a background color like this, okay, or a background color like this, or something else that we want to put. So when you will select this dark background color, so now we will have the data set. And here this is button, so we can edit button. And what is the background of this? So we can give some highlighting background color, let's say this color. Okay, so we can choose like that, so it's your choice. And here we have web marketing analysis. We can make it bold, align it in center, click OK. Now after building the first part of our dashboard here, we will go to sheet, and now we will actually start creating some measures. So the first thing that we are going to build here are KPIs, and for that KPIs we are going to put something like how many total sessions are there. So we will just drag sessions here and show data as this view, and here we are going to actually edit this text. Okay, so when you will click on this text, you will have options to edit this, and what I am going to write here is total sessions. So you can either write it on top of your numerical value or just below it. By selecting it, let's keep it as 9, and we can select this and keep it as 10 and make it bold and click apply. So this is total sessions, and click OK. In sheet, let's rename as total sessions so that we can remember what this it is, and from here we will hide the title. Now here important thing is we can select entire view. So when you will select entire view, it is going to appear here. What you can do here, alignment is automatic. You can align it on this side. So this is just a simple way. Now suppose in our dashboard we want to show this KPI. Okay, so what we can do is, now first of all we are going to add a horizontal element here, because we may want to display some information. So when you will display some horizontal element here, put a blank element in it. When you will put blank, you can see now you can resize it according to your needs. Okay, so this is it. This is a good way of designing your layout, like one of the way of designing your layout. So now you have that blank. So let me do it once again. So like this is the blank element that we created so far, in which we are going to create a horizontal element where we are going to put another blank element. Let's keep it like that. Here we will put something whatever we need, like some heading. Okay, and then just below it we are going to put our KPIs. So let's put another horizontal element here, and in that horizontal element another black element, and let's do it like that. So now we have spaces like this. Okay, so this is the space where which we are going to use for our KPI. Okay, so in this space we will put some KPIs, and for that or before that I am going to put some blank elements here, blank 1. Okay, then blank 2. So now I have 3 blank elements here, and inside these blank elements let's add another. Let's say we want to put 4 KPIs. Okay, now we have these 4 blank elements, and here I am going to put an image. So, and I will choose some image. Let's say I want to show total number of sessions. Okay, so I will just select this icon. You can select any icon. You can fit image center and fit image. Click apply. Okay, and now we can reposition it. Okay, one thing that I can do, I can edit the image, or like I can edit its width or height. So let's say I want to edit its width, and I will say its width is going to be 120. Okay, so whatever width you need to put, you can create here, and now we can put the total sessions here. When I will put total sessions, I will remove this blank element, so I will have enough space here to drag. Okay, I will remove this also, and I will remove this also. So now you can see, first of all I will hide the title here. So now I have this total sessions properly aligned here. Let's say I want to create another. For example, I will just duplicate that, and this is total sessions. Let's say here we will have total exits. Okay, so I will simply replace it with total exits. So just replace, and we can just go to text and just write total exits. Okay, I'm just showing you one by one. And in total, after total exits, when you will go to dashboard, we have total sessions too, so we can rename it as total exits. So good. Now let's drag another image here, where we are first of all going to add I want to add an image over here. Yeah, and here I am going to choose the image. Let's say we are using this icon to show total exits. Apply. Okay, and here first of all we are going to select the image width and 120. Okay, so now we have this, and just on side of it we are going to put total exits. Okay, and hide title. So this is now total exits, and this way we can keep repeating until we reach our 4 KPIs. Okay, after total exits, let's just duplicate this once again, and here let's say we can put page views. So the what we have, total sessions are there, total page views. Okay, so we will just put page views here, edit text, and total page views, and apply, and okay. And similarly we will rename it here as well, total page views. Okay, and we will create another duplicate of it, and there we will say page load time. So when I will drag page load time, I will select average here, because you would like to see what is the average page load time, which is 71.61. We will check what different type of parameters are there, what is their unit, but this is average page load time as per the data set. And here we will simply rename it as average page load time. Okay, and you can see now once we have that, we have two more measures, and then we are going to put another image here. So another image, select the image. So let's say I'm just going with random images, to be honest. I will, because I'm just creating my layout, and then edit width. So in edit width I will just use 120, click OK. Okay, now we have equal size, and then total page views, or let's say page load time, let's put it here, hide the title. Okay, and similarly another image here. So we are going to add another image here, choose image, and let's select this image. Okay, maybe I have selected it already, but let's open this, and I have selected, yeah. So let's choose another one, say this image. Okay, okay, same thing, edit with 120 pixel. Okay, and then finally total page views. So something like that, and I will replace the image, but I'm just showing you this is how you can create a simple KPI row. Okay, and when you are creating this KPI row, you can see this is the row where we have created that, and this is our main row. Okay, and if you want, let's say for this we have different options here, like you can go to fit, entire view, everything is there, right? So for your different elements, or let's say for this entire element, you can go to layout and select a background color. Okay, now we can select that, and obviously when we will add more elements here, it will appear there. Or you can, you know, just put some kind of space here. So for example, between these two I want to put a blank element. Okay, between these two I want to put a blank element. I know this blank element is actually taking a lot of space. Okay, so I will click on it and edit its width, and I will just take 10 pixel. Okay, so now it's 10 pixel. Similarly, let me fit that. Okay, similarly we can put another. So first of all I will use this so that every one of them is equally aligned, and when I will click this, so for this element that I have selected right now, let's say I want some background color, let's say I want this. So this way we can create some kind of gap between them, right? Now let me repeat it. So blank element here, so again repeat the same thing, edit with 10 pixel. Okay, and go to layout, color, this color, again same thing, blank element, edit with, this may be boring so you can skip ahead, but when you have to do this again, there are multiple tricks to do the same thing, but now you can see we have our different type of elements, and we can just reduce their width. So for example, this image is taking a lot of width, right? So we can reduce it, and we can reduce its width. Now I think it is okay. So this is what we can do. Our, let's increase the width further, and you can keep repeating it until and unless you get the proper, alignment there. Now this is our web marketing analysis, and here actually we can put some logo representing whatever we are doing, and here we can actually enter a text. So we are going to enter the text here. Okay, and we'll say web marketing analytics dashboard Tableau. In Tableau Let me correct the spelling also. Pavle. And here we can increase its height, let's say 14 pixel, make it bold, choose a font color like this, and it is appearing. Let me get rid of this. Okay, now this is okay. Similarly, let me get rid of this. We have some blank space here which we can fill. Okay, and here I will select in layout. I'm going to select the same color as we have selected here, or this color. So this is something that we can do. And here actually we can try later to choose another type of background. So now we have the data, total sessions, total exit, total page views, average load time, and let's add some more meaningful sheets here. So in this sheet we are going to create some graphs. Let's say we simply want to see total sessions over time. Okay, so we have date here. Whenever you will drag date, it will appear like this, like it will show you year and date. From here I will go with day, so that I have the entire time period here. And then if I select sessions, for example, so you will see I have this information. Instead of standard, I will select entire view here, so it will not make too much of uh, you know changes there. And I will select this bar, so it will appear like this. And this is, I am going to rename it as sessions over time, or sessions by date, whatever you want to call it. And this is a chart which I want to use somewhere here, for example. Okay, so what I can do, this is sessions by date. I want to put it here and hide title. So you can see we have a lot of things here. So in sessions by date, let's say this is our axis, right? So in our axis, first of all, we can say we don't want to show header. Here also we can click we don't want to show header. So we are just left with graph. Okay, and just like a summary. So if we go there, you will be able to see how total sessions have changed over time. Okay, so we can just resize it like that. And I'm sorry about this, I don't want to change this width from 1 to 32. We use 10. Okay, so if you want, you can display this type of information like total sessions, then a simple graph. Similarly for others also. Okay, so let's save some space over here. I know this is too much of work, but obviously in order to create more visually more better graphs, you have to do this, right? So for example, I'm just showing you, if I want to show total number of sessions here, how can I show that? So this is one way. Similarly, if you want, you can show for total page views also. Let me remove this. And what I'm doing, I'm just changing width of these icons to 50, so that we have more space over here. Okay, so now you can see we have a little bit more space over here. And I also want to show total exits graph here. So this is session by date. I will simply duplicate it, and I will say page views by date. Let's not waste time on session anything else. So page views by date. And I will simply replace sum of sessions with page views. Okay, this is how page views by month have varied. And I have to hide header here, and then I will simply drag page views by month here, oh sorry, by date, hide title, and then we have to do a lot of work once again. Okay, so now we can drag that. So for whatever metrics you want to show this data, like you want to show the graphical data of how the page views have varied over time, dynamic data. So you can show that. So this makes our first KPI row more interesting, and now we can proceed further. I will increase its height. I don't like only 14. Let's do it 20. So that we have more space here. Okay. So now our first part is done. Here actually we can remove it or replace it with company name or something else. We will see that. But now this is done. Next we will add one more sheet here, and the purpose of this sheet to see country wise traffic. Okay, so country wise traffic, or from where actually are we getting most number of visitors. And for that, what we are going to do is we will add the country name here, and let's say we want to see total page views, sessions, whatever you want to put here. So in order to do that, let's say country wise page views. Okay, so or number of sessions. So we will, when we'll do that, we'll have option of different show me here, and then you can see India, US, etc., and we can select this chart also, so that it will automatically fill. For India we have 49,000 sessions, US 1,34,000 sessions, and so on. So now two are unknown, we can edit them, like some null values are there, so you can go there and if you want you can check them. So now we will go to our dashboard once again, and let's say now we want to display that. So for that, first of all I will add a blank element here. Okay, inside the blank element I am going to put our horizontal element, so that we can resize it. Okay, and I'm going to use this much size, half of it, and here I'm going to put country wise visitors. Okay, and now you can see when I'm trying to replace that, it is not being done because we are seeing this legend information here. So this information I don't want to show here. So one thing that I have done is I have just added it here, and one thing that we can do, for example, we can put a blank element here and then try to put it here. Okay, now we have this information, so we can actually now resize it, and whatever sessions information you want to display, like whatever width you want to keep for it, you can do that. So you can create here, and we can edit its width. It is 61, let's say 100 will be good. So now it's okay. This is when you want to actually show it, and I want to hide the title, so that because it is quite clear what we are trying to do here, and from here we can select and reposition it. Okay, this is going to show sessions, and now we have a space here where we can show something else. Now we have different page titles here, and device category, which is important option here, and channel grouping also, like from where we are getting most traffic. So let's say session is the most important field for us at this moment, and we want to see traffic. So for example, we want to see traffic by different page titles. So we will put page title, add all members, and then we are going to put the total number of sessions here. We are going to show this information as a table. So now you can see here. Okay, let's try to put it in entire view. So obviously it is not best thing. So fit width. Okay, now it's okay, we have fit the width. Null is there, if you want you can exclude null, because we don't have any control over it what that data is. Here we can sort descending, So now this is page title and this is total number of page views. Okay, and what we can do, like this is automatic, we can also select bar chart. So you can see bar information here. Let me correct that. So we have the text here. Let's select this, and now it will show us the information as a text. We want to show those numbers also. So these are sessions which I want to show as a text. You can see here. So this is page title, and page title 496 has got most number of sessions. Now if you want, we can add more of them, like average time on bar as well. So we created a screen with page wise sessions, page wise bounce rates. So this is a very simple graph where you put sum of sessions on column and then page title on rows, and as a chart you suggest horizontal bar. For this particular chart, what we have done, it is not necessary to display it like that, but uh, we have selected average bounce rate here. So two times. So let's do this from scratch. So first we will put page title on rows, and we have created bounce rate. So bounce rate is a calculated field. Bounce rate is calculated with the help of, if session is greater than 0, that means if there are some sessions, then total number of bounces divided by total number of sessions multiplied by 100, else 0 end. That means bounces divided by sessions into 100 is the bounce rate, and we are going to put average of bounce rate here. So you can go and select average. Here the bar that has been selected, you can go to color and select any color for your bar. Okay, let's say we are going with this color or any other color that you might want to display there. Then what you can do, just showing you another way of doing these things. We create another average bounce rate in parallel. On the second one, we click on dual axis. Let's say you want to show the information, as two different bars, or here you go and select something like count, median, whatever you want to show here. Okay, and you can now click here and you can synchronize axis, and for the second one of them we can select a circle, and for that circle we can select a different color. Okay, so you can do that, or you can reposition them to put the circle on top, and you can increase the circle size. So this is just another way of displaying the data. And now in our dashboard we can put page wise bounce rate. So when we will drag here, nothing will appear. So this is the blank space which we will remove, and now it will start showing that. We can hide title or edit title. It is 15 pixels. We can make it 8 pixels. We can display a very small title because we want to tell people what is happening here, and now we can apply. So this will show average bounce rate, and people will have options to you know do the scrolling. Or we can already see average bounce rate and page title here, so we can hide the title here as well. Next is, we have page wise sessions. So page wise sessions is a simple bar chart. We can select another color for it. Let's select this color, and we can, this is showing sum of sessions, so we can put label over this, and this tells us that page title 496 has most number of sessions. So in our dashboard here, first of all we will put some blank chart. Okay, we want to put it in an area where we can actually display. So first of all, we will bring horizontal and we will reduce the height. Then we will bring the blank, increase the height. Okay, we can fit it like that. Let's remove this one. And here we can put page wise sessions. So now this is page wise sessions. We will hide the title, and similarly we so this is page wise bounce rate, and this is page wise average time. So I will just go to color and select like that, and for this I will just swap axis and then arrange it in descending order. And here next we are going to add is page wise average time. So this is something I will put here, and so that I will arrange it in a proper way. I will hide the title. In page wise average time, suppose we want to show top 10 pages only. So for that, first of all, I will create a calculated field that I will call as index, and I will just write a formula here, index. So this index helps us in showing things like top 10, etc. And we will add index here. So you can see we have 1 to 1852. So we can write 1 to 10 here, apply, and this will only show top 10 pages. So they have titles are there. Let's try to put it in fit with. Okay, now when you will go there, you will see we have the page titles. So this is page title and this is showing average time. Now just to show what we are showing here, okay, so and we have this extra space here. So because this is already telling time on page title sessions. If you want to put that number, you can display over here as well. If you want to show more details, and this is a simple chart that we can create. This is a simple dashboard that we can create in Tableau. In this first part, we have just built summary. In second part, we will build sessions also. For example, let's say page wise sessions is there. Just giving you a simple example. So this is button. Where do you want to navigate this to? Let's say page wise sessions. We apply it. Okay, when you will present it, when you will click on sessions, you will go to this sessions sheet. So we will build a navigation in, we will create a dashboard particularly for sessions, a dashboard particularly for page views, or whatever you want to display. So that is something that we are going to do in the next part. So this was a simple tutorial explaining what to do when you have to create a simple chart like this. And just for country wise traffic, like we can also edit color here and select some other color. Like for theme we are selecting another you know uh, light gray kind of color, so we can select that as well if needed. So this is our simple chart, and next part we will continue with more on this tutorial and how to make this design even better.